Come on, come over as fast as you can. You're afraid that you won't like it, but you don't understand. One thing, my brother, I can tell you the truth. The more time you spend feeling happy, the less time you'll feel blue. Come on, come on, come on over. I said, come on. Come on, come over. Come on, come over. Everyone's waiting on you. We're wondering when you get tired. We're wondering just what you'll do. People of the world, you've been busy for far too long. While you're busy making plans, everybody's making stands to move it, move on over. Come on, come on over. Come on, come on over. Come on over. Come on, come on over. Come on, come over. The pleasure's all mine. Music's playing, the door just open. You don't have to wait in line. People of the world been uptight for far too long. While you're busy making plans, everybody's making stands to move it, move on over. We're on time for once. Everything seems to be normal. And we're finally ready without any interruptions. Oh, come on. Not again. There's someone at my window. And I'm just going to have to go to the window. Someone's knocking at my window in a second. Hit the freaking window. I'm trying to do my show here. Freaking kids. I told you, Larry. Who let people knock at the window? Kids, getting too old for this. Oh, my retirement. Just use this hand this time. Sorry about that. There's something at the window. We've got a brand new road, ladies and gentlemen. Can prove it. Look out the window. I've got like 3 mice here. Not real mice. I have an actual mouse in my garden now. There's too much to say, but what am I doing? There's too many mice. I got 3 of these things, and I never know which one I'm using. It's hard to do the show and be the show. It's fun. Anyways, if we go to the window, we've got our Butterfly Ranger project underway. We've got 3 bird feeders. We have 3 little bird baths. One's like tied in a clay shell to the the feeder there. We got lots of birds. We got skunk, a little mouse that unfortunately my neighbor wants to kill. So anyway, I named him Scurry. So long live Scurry. I tried to catch him I YouTubed it. I got a bucket and I put a piece of wood up to the bucket with peanut butter on the inside, and he's supposed to fall in, but it didn't work. I saw Mr. Nuts, the squirrel. So the garden is growing. It's beautiful. We're watering it. We got a brand new street. That is a brand new, like, $2 million street or whatever. So it took a year to make, and they're finally finished. They came back to do it. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we have the world famous Frankie McDonald.
Fine.
Frankie, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great. Let me put the camera closer. You can see me as well, right?
I can see you.
Okay. I can't see you yet. Give me a second. I'm going to tune in. I got to get you on the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, on the wall, Frankie McDonald. Frankie, how's the weather in your area?
It's warm outside right now, Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. And did you hear about this? It's warm outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia. There's a lot of fires going on in British Columbia, where Joey only's fighting fires in British Columbia as for right now. And there's going to be a big heat dome in Western Canada, like Alberta and British Columbia. The heat will trigger a lot of fires in British Columbia.
Amazing, Frankie. And I heard that Quebec went over to help with the forest fires. So we don't allow people to help us for the ice storm like Ontario offered, because we'd have to show them to do it the Quebec way, according to what Legault said. But we're allowed to help other people. So it's okay when Quebec can help other people, but it's not okay when we need help. So that's basically the truth, because I had no power for 5 freaking days because of their egos. How bad are the fires, Frankie?
Very bad now, Alberta and British Columbia as of right now.
First question is from Monica, and she says, "Hi, Frankie. How was work today?"
Monica, my day would work. Monica, I was cleaning floors and windows at the Bay Farm. I was cleaning floors and things like this. I'd had Eastside Mario's for dinner. Monica.
Amazing, Frankie. Remember the old Bass Guy shows? We used to call you when you were working at the mall.
The Bass Guy show used to be earlier back then.
It was earlier, because it's later now, because I need more time to set things up, because there's too many buttons nowadays. Would you like to say anything to Pat in Montreal?
Hi, Pat in Montreal. I'm doing great so far. And things are great, and I'm having a great day.
Amazing, Frankie. You made my day. What about Stefan in Slovakia?
Stefan's doing great so far.
And one last person, if you can give a shout out to Alfred and Bunny Crusher.
Hi, Alfred and Bunny Crusher. I'm doing great so far.
So before I forget, Frankie, just give me 1 second. Alfred says that Jack mentioned Wayne Cochran and the CC Riders in Miami in the early 60s. You saw them in Montreal in the late 60s. Of course I know them. That's the first band that Jaco Pastorius, my idol, was in. And he had big white hair. He was like the white James Brown. Frankie, what kind of musicians come to your town in Sydney, Nova Scotia?
Crash Test Dummies went to Open Air Park on Canada Day last year.
I can't remember the last concert I was at.
Aerosmith came to Sydney, Nova Scotia in 2014 in September.
And did the Trailer Park Boys ever come to your town?
Randy came to my town in April 2023 at the Island Arts Theatre.
What does Randy like to do?
Eat cheeseburgers and hamburgers and things like this.
Yeah, and sometimes he works the streets for money for hamburgers. So Stefan is saying, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great so far, Stefan.
It's the weekend. What's your night going to be like tonight, Frankie?
And doolies and things like this, dancing and things like this, and Steel City and things like this.
What kind of weather are we having in Montreal right now?
Right now it's warm. Montreal, it's getting windier there right now. In Montreal, Quebec, and they're bringing lots of rain in North Dakota and South Dakota. A lot of thunderstorms in Texas right now, parts of Mexico. They got rain and cold, cooler weather heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Sunday. It's going to bring more fires in British Columbia. It's going to bring a lot of thunderstorms in central states like Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Kansas, and all these places. It's going to bring really, really hot temperatures in California, including Los Angeles, since Los Angeles had a lot of rain all winter long.
You know what's really cool? I'm going to take a picture of it. Because Frankie's behind me, right in front of my mixing desk, I have a small plastic mirror, and I'm going to post this later on my wall, on my community page. I can see Frankie
in the mirror. So whatever's happening there, I see in the mirror, and I can see him talking, and then it makes sense for me.
And to make farm, I took pictures of artwork today. I sent it to your Skype.
Thank you. We have Frank McDonald here. Your father is here.
I'll say hi, Daddy. I'm doing great so far.
Hi to Daddy. Hi, Frankie. Are you doing a great job? Hi, Frankie. You are doing a great job. Nice to hear you on the Bass Guy Show. Hello and welcome to Mr. McDonald's. Thank you. Larry. Wrong button. Your dad makes songs on SoundCloud and plays the guitar and drums. I met your father. Very nice guy. Tell us about your dad's music.
It's a great one. He makes his own songs and writes his own songs and things like this on the SoundCloud. Mystic Miss. He writes his own songs and things like this. Sock Up is another guy on Wednesday nights.
Thank you. And Frank, feel free to put a link on the wall. Put a link to your SoundCloud or your MySpace or your Google or whatever you use for music. Probably Bandcamp.
Frank McDonald is my dad is on SoundCloud. Mystic Miss on the SoundCloud.
So he can leave a link on the wall if he wants. That's amazing. I've listened to some of the music and really enjoyed it. Are you going to visit your dad? Has your dad visited you?
And that means and he writes a lot of music these days.
Awesome.
Total solar eclipse hitting for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Monday, April 8, 2024.
Everybody has to go over to see Frankie for that event, right? But
Monday, April 8, 2024, total solar eclipse. Monica's coming down too.
How does someone get there? I think the best way is car, because the train doesn't reach Nova Scotia, right?
You're coming to Sydney Bass Guy on that day.
Or a plane. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the bank, take out a few $1,000, jump on a Concorde, and I'll be there. I hope to be there. I can if I will. I won't if I can't.
I found the Rob and Slim show is going to be there. Joey Only show is going to be there. Imogen Bailey, Brandon Hook, and all those guys, and Joe Stover's going to be there.
How is Rob doing? Have you heard any updates?
Rob is doing good so far. I just messaged him. Reckless Aries Radio host Sam. He doesn't do Reckless Aries Radio anymore.
Well, I'm personally sending out a message to Rob from the Rob and Slim Show. I hope you're doing well, brother, and I'm sending you strength and energy. It's good for people to help each other, right? So tonight, where are you going? Steel City? What happens there?
I just saying, there are a lot of guys, things like this, and people dancing at the Doolies in Steel City on Friday night as well.
What's your favorite drink to have when you go out?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Is it a pint of Pepsi or a glass?
It's a glass. And did you hear about this? How's Monica doing?
Monica, how you doing? How's life? How are things? She was on the chat board before. And yeah, I hope you're doing well, Monica. And Stefan in Slovakia, please leave a comment and let us know what you had for lunch and what you're doing this weekend. It's beautiful spring, isn't it? How is spring in your area, Frankie?
Spring is great so far.
Is there any geese? Have you seen Canadian geese?
There's lots of Canadian geese out there.
What about a fox?
The fox is doing great.
I've been watching some of the old videos, Frankie, and we used to play music together and rap.
I got a new comedy video released. It's called Severe, Underring Wording for Southeastern Brazil. I just released that and sent it to you yesterday.
I got that. I saw that. It's amazing. Severe onion rings in Brazil, right?
In Southeastern Brazil.
How many onion rings fell?
A lot.
So, Frankie, are you enjoying yourself so far today?
Yes, I'm enjoying myself so far.
And you can hear me and see me okay and everything?
Yes, Steven's doing great.
Okay. Where is this showing? What's... You can't see me, can you, for some reason? I don't know why.
Jason Marshall's doing great, and we don't have cookies show. I found that lots of rain and thunderstorms going on in Venezuela, northern Brazil, and all across Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, and all these places. There's really, really dry in northern Chile right now, and southern Chile is lots stormier than normal. Really cold in southern tip of Argentina as of right now.
And what kind of summer do you think we're going to have if the forest fires are already starting?
Did you hear about this? Lots of rain, thunderstorms going on in France, Italy. There's snow up in the mountains. In Switzerland with rain and things like this. Because Switzerland's getting warmer too. In Norway, Finland, Sweden's drier than normal, but showers up north Norway. Next week, lots of showers and rain heading for Germany. There's a storm going to develop in Italy. It's going to head towards Germany, Poland, Belarus, Western Russia, like Moscow, St. Petersburg, and those places. It's really hot in causing a lot of Siberian fires in Siberia too. Is right now, same with British Columbia.
There's a message saying from Monica saying, "I'm okay, Frankie. I got myself different varieties of blueberries and cranberry trees and successful propagated grape wine, apple and cherry trees and maple and cedar so far." What's Monica doing?
She's doing great so far. I did hear with us over in Japan. Lots of rain in Japan this weekend too. There's going to be a big storm developing off the coast of Japan.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
In South Korea, there's a lot of dry weather getting warmer in South Korea. Cold. Then it got Mongolia getting colder and warmer, fighting each other up around Thailand. There's lots of thunderstorms and rain. So it's Philippines, Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, all these places.
I can hardly see the chat. My eyes are tired and sore, and it's far away. So, hey, wait a minute. We got breaking news here. In Stefan in Slovakia is eating fish from a can. Do you ever have tuna sandwich?
I like tuna fish sandwich. It's a long time ago. Lots of thunderstorms, rain going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Zambia. Lots of showers going on and thunderstorms going on in Mozambique, Madagascar, Botswana, rain in southern South Africa as well. Antarctica will be light 24 hours a day and dark 24 hours a day in Antarctica later on this month. Lots of showers and cold air fighting warm air, cold air fighting each other. New Zealand. It's going to be light 24 hours a day up in the Arctic later on this month.
I thought I had Africa there, but I don't. I got a globe, Frankie, so I can see all the places you're talking about. And over here, it's been really cold and wet and rainy, and we had an ice storm, but all of a sudden, it's 25 degrees today.
It's really hot out in Montreal.
Yeah, we have a beautiful, beautiful day today, Frankie. What kind of movies have you been watching lately?
I saw M3GAN, and I saw Contractor. And another movie I saw was... another movie I saw was Contractor and M3GAN. Then you got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania coming out next week. Then Shazam! Fury of the Gods the week after that. Then you got The Flash coming in theaters sometime next month.
Wow, The Flash, he's fast. We got Monica saying I think she's got close to 300 house plants and smoked oysters. Have you had smoked oysters before?
No, Monica has lots of house plants.
Hey, Frankie, have you ever had lobster before?
I had lobster before Monica in 2018.
I remember that. That's awesome. So we're going to round things up today, Frankie. Is there anything you'd like to say before we go today?
And just there's a bee in the room.
Bzzz. Uh-oh, there's a bee in the room.
I don't see any bees.
I think there's like 15 bees in your house, Frankie.
I don't see any 15 bees.
Be careful, because now I think there's 100 wasps in your room.
I don't see them.
Oh no, watch out for the bees. Those are amazing jokes, Frankie. Oh, I need to fix something. I'm going to do it now. Frankie, tell us what winter is going to be like coming up.
It's going to bring extremely El Nino's developing off the coast of Ecuador. It's going to bring stormy and normal winter in southern states this year coming up, like California and Florida, because of El Nino, the warm waters off the coast of Ecuador and the Pacific.
Okay, thank you. I think I fixed it. Shaka.
Just imagine somebody turned to host in a nightclub. What does that mean?
Uh-oh. Sing the... What would the music sound like? What's that, Frankie?
The bouncers at the door. That means then the police will show up and go, wee, wee, wee.
Yeah, because it's playing loud. They're playing loud music. Turn off the music! The police come, they knock on the door. They go, "Sir, is this a residential or commercial area?"
Residential.
Do you have a license for this?
No.
Put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. You arrest the guy, Frankie.
Where's that guy we going?
You'll be going to jail to do time.
What does that mean?
That's not good news at all, is it? You gotta register before you. The guy broke down because he turned his house into a nightclub because of the lockdown. Do you remember lockdown? Did you have a curfew, Frankie?
I never had a curfew. Quebec did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we're like little children here in Quebec, and we have to be told what to do by Mr. Legault. Anyway, he says that we don't have money to help climate change or poverty. We just need more wealth. So Yay. Anyways, let's not get into that. Frankie, did you have fun today on the Bass Guy show?
Yes, I have fun today on Bass Guy Show.
Anything you want to say to Monica for the weekend?
Hey, Monica, you're going to have a great weekend. You're going to do great. Monica, you're going to make more videos for Frankie McDonald.
What about your dad? You got a message for him?
Hi, my father.
Hey,
My fathers will continue to make a lot of music, writing songs and things like this.
that's good. It's always good to make music. And Monica says she misses curfew. I do too, because all the animals came back. It stopped people from destroying the world with all their cars, and immediately nature came back. We had a wild turkey walk down the street. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Sky has to get back to work. You want to say bye to Pat?
Bye, Pat, and you have a good day and rest of the day at work.
Will you call back next week at the same time, Frankie?
Yes. Best of luck. Yeah, I'm Frank Donald. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Thank you, Frankie. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie MacDonald, live from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Thank you, Mr. MacDonald, for stopping in, and Monica. Now we're going to move on to some show and tell.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass Guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
Be prepared, as Frankie MacDonald says. So today, we've got the album of the week, and the album of the week is Blondie, and this is called Auto American. I always thought this was see, I got so much stuff here, I need to prepare myself better. I have no room to move my hands or anything. Look at this. This is a thing from the old days called an album, with a sleeve and liner notes that told you who the producer was, where it was made, the artwork. You could hold the thing, it was tangible. You put it on the record player, it spins around, and it's amazing to appreciate things in their entirety. Because when you have Napster or MP3, you're just listening to the song out of context. All these songs are tied together on an album. It's like a whole story or a movie. So the appreciation of music has died so dramatically that musicians are becoming obsolete. Another show and tell, as I mentioned, I'm helping to grow a butterfly way. It's part of the David Suzuki Foundation, where they're trying to get people to grow milkweed and other plants and flowers, and local flowers and species of plant and everything, to try and feed and help help the survival of like monarch butterflies, even bumblebees and stuff. And bees are, in trouble, endangered. So it's all connected, the way we farm today, monocrops and everything, and pesticides, and then all the bees and insects and birds and everything die, and then the whole world is screwed on top of climate change. And you know that, well, I'm sure everyone's saying climate change, blah blah blah, but all of that pollution is stored in the ocean and will be being released for thousands of years. So let's hear it for human beings being selfish assholes. So what can you do to help? Shop less, use less, have less, drive less, do more local, walk, use a bike, grow a garden, don't buy shit you don't need, don't drive in your car every 5 seconds. Also, we're featuring on VHS cassette, which just came out in Canada this year. We have my brother's favorite movie. I'm excited to see my brother. I haven't seen him in about 11, 12 years, and he's coming this year to visit in Canada from Scotland. This is a VHS cassette tape. This is one of the first VHSs I saw. We went to the Provigo in Baie-D'Urfé, and we rented out the VCR for someone's birthday. Could have been mine or Adam's or something. We rented out the whole VCR, and we watched Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is the best one. And then this one, The Temple of Doom, which I think George Lucas and Steve Spielberg cooperated together, and that they said that this movie was about divorce, as the movie E.T. was about divorce. People just take movies at face value and don't realize that there's a message, like in a book, behind it. So E.T. was about divorce, and Temple of Doom was about divorce. And they regret pulling the guy's heart out because they think it was a little bit too violent for what they usually do, their audience. And The Last Crusade was Sean Connery, who has his own website for his own ski school. And Sean Connery came to the pub where my brother works, in Scotland, in Dunning, the Kirk style. And that's it for show and tell. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm trying my best here to entertain. So Larry, do the things.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass guy, show and tell. Show
Get when the rain and the sun make the flowers wet. A blue jay winked at me today. God's just saying this is the way. A baby hedgehog tucked in a ball, love as her blanket, cozy and small. Puppies down the meadow green, kittens purring like tiny love machines, and the crowns of the golden sunshine on us, growing things tall and just, face of the tall free trees, gravity's fallen mysteries, liquid colors of fountain mist, moonbeam rainbow, puffin' hiss, liquid colors of fountain mist, moonbeam rainbow, liquid colors of fountain mist, moonbeam rainbow, dolphin kiss, liquid colors of fountain mist.
fountain mist, moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss. Fountain mist, moonbeam, rainbow, dolphin kiss.
Thank you for watching the Bass Guy Show today, everybody. Thanks for watching the show. There's a tip link at the top of the chat, or go to bassguyshow.com if you want to help out the show. Thank you very much for your time. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. We'll see you next week at the same time. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Stefan. Thanks, Monica. Did you enjoy this video?
Check out my website,
Over here,
and you can also
click over here to check out a cool video, and to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, click here. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.